Stomach ice.
All right, and can I have your name and badge number?
Yeah, I'm Chief Brian Turak.
Okay, badge number
1408.
That's what I asked the officer, and he said he didn't have to give it to me. It's not his policy, and he don't have to.
Where was this at?
At Heights Plaza.
Okay, was he on a call?
He was on a call, and he engaged in conversation with me. And when I said, "Well, how do I know you're a police officer?"
So if he was
he said because of my he was on a call for me.
Okay.
And I said, if how do I know you're a police officer?
So
This day and age, how do I know you're a police officer?
Are you going to let me answer your questions? Or?
Go ahead.
So he was on a call involving you?
I don't know. That's what he said.
Was he engaged in conversation with you?
Yes.
Okay. So if he was on a call, my expectation would be that he handled the call. Okay. We officers they deal with a lot of outside interference and contact when they're attempting to do their jobs. It's important, especially in today's society, that our officers focus as best they can on what's going on. All right. If you want to talk to him, sometime he's working. I'm sure he'd like to sit down with you and talk about it.
All right. Can I talk?
So, if that answers your question,
not at all.
I'm going to end our conversation now.
No, I would just like to know. Okay, I would like to know why he wouldn't verbally state his name and badge number with me. With me.
Does he know you? I don't know you.
See, you're copsplaining though. You're just beating around the bush. You're not
really not. I mean,
you are. I got you on video. Yes, you are.
That's perfectly
fine.
All
right. Is your policy for an officer when they're engaged with a citizen and they ask the officer for their name and badge number? Is your policy? Are you supposed to give it to them? Is it
internal policy with you right now? You could.
It's just a yes or no. I already did. I did a little bit ago. Yeah.
Okay. That's fine then. We'll, the open records officer will have to respond to your request.
So you can't answer that to the
I would expect him.
Listen,
I don't know what was going on at that call. Typically, our officers would give you their last name and their badge number. But again, if he was in the middle of the call, handling the call, I wouldn't expect him to, to interfere with the call to address somebody. Who's confronting them. I understand that you got involved in a call at the library. I didn't get involved. I was at the library a couple weeks ago. So I just want to caution you, if our guys are on a call dealing with something in the public and you're going to interfere with them, it may not be the best time to do that. If you want to discuss something with an officer, you should do it when they're not handling a call. Well, I understand there was an incident at the library a couple weeks ago where you may have been attempting to interfere with something. So you may want to try to approach them when they're not in the middle of police activity.
Okay. Do you know what the First Amendment is?
I'm going to hit the road here.
Do you know what the First Amendment is?
I'll talk to you soon.
Well, I was videotaping him. Did not interfere with anything. Videotaping him talking to another citizen, which I'm in publicly accessible area. In a publicly accessible area.
End this conversation now. We had the discussion you wanted to have.
No, you didn't.
And I'm gonna
Is it your policy for him to identify himself? So I could just call him officer or asshole or just asshole because I don't know if he's an officer.
You already called him that.
I don't know if he's an officer. He didn't give me his badge number or name. Have the day you deserve.
I know that right, big dog. Shout out to this dude. Shout out to homie for the work he do, man. Y'all go check his channel out. I'll put the link in the pinned comment and or description. I'm Trailhand Bill, reporting live from South Florida. I'm going to keep reminding you guys so when I do it, you don't forget, Lord willing. I plan to drop 2 videos that I've already released. I'm on a little research mission. This video finds us in Pennsylvania. You can watch those videos if you already saw them or not. Obviously, it's your choice. I watched about half of this video, and then I came over here, to the editing studio to finish the rest, bro. And I guess, like, my first thought was, it's just how irritating cops are. Who they present themselves to be, who they're celebrated to be versus who they actually are. These motherfuckers ain't never wrong for nothing. Their buddies are never wrong for anything. Even when they're on camera, they're never wrong. I'm walking yesterday. Outside of Walmart, and the Johnny pulls up, and he walks up. He's walking away, and I say, "Y'all need to ask you a question real quick," which I did. He couldn't help me, but I asked him. He wasn't a jerk about it. And so after, I asked him the question, and he walked, we're walking in the same direction, but we're not talking anymore. So, but since we're walking in the same direction, I say, yo, you treating the people good, which is something I commonly asked him. And he said, come on, bro. I say, what you mean, come on, bro? Are we going to play the all cops are good game? Of course we are. From their vantage point, that's what they always want to play. Just like this coward, he mentioned everything that this gentleman possibly did wrong, but he never mentioned anything that his officer possibly did wrong. And when that conversation was broached, he just shut it down. I'm not going to discuss it. Clown, we all know y'all got to identify. Like the gentleman said, how the hell I know you're a police officer? I just covered a story where the FBI, off-duty, plainclothes FBI murdered a 61-year-old civilian police officer who came to help them with an incident that his ass was already dead ass wrong about. And in that same situation, an unmarked police car with probably I would suggest the police probably wasn't even dressed in police attire either, pulled up and stopped a family that was assaulted with a gun by this undercover, off-duty FBI agent that ended up killing the civilian police officer that came to help them. So, it's common damn sense. Y'all can't just walk up on nobody getting no damn orders and stuff. I don't give no damn if you are. What my man name is, man? I can't forget his name. I can't remember his name, man. Oh, man, what his name is. It's on the tip of my tongue, too. Jeremy DeWitt. I might remember it in another video, but this dude is notorious down here in Florida for impersonating police officers. He got the whole get up, cars, uniform, badges, guns, and everything. So it's not above and beyond for us to ask y'all to identify yourselves coward, and we know it's in your policies, and we know why it's in your policies. So when you just skirt around that, what conclusions are we to draw about why you're doing that? Because you are maintaining that coward ass thin blue line code, and you are a chief. Just had an incident with a chief back home. This is where the bullshit rolls downhill, and it goes higher than you all the way up into that office that these clowns out here. I shouldn't say that, but I feel like they clowns when they arguing about, don't put this president in the office, put this senator in the office, put all of them on the same page. They just got different ways to cheat us and treat us like we're not human beings. And that's why these clowns can be out here doing it on the street level. You gonna take up for this dude? I heard that was it. We ain't talking about no incident that happened. We talking about right now. I asked your officer what his name and badge number is, and he won't identify. And instead of just dealing with that, you did the same thing cops always do. He called you out. We all know it. We all seen it before. You copsplain your way through it, and you pretended to be the good guy in the situation. That's the only damn thing y'all really good at, pretending to be good guys. This shit irritated me, family, and they always do. They never want to talk to you unless it's about some criminal ass activity, or unless you're sucking up to them and telling them how great they are, lying. Because if you're saying that, your ass is lying. And they always got a reason not to address their own bush. Pray God nobody was hurt or injured in this video, but my little eyes spy the very roots of why cops are able to go out here and physically assault and murder American citizens, because the root of the problem is not dealt with on the highest levels. It is enabled. It's a beautiful Monday, man, beginning of a new week, and trust me, this irritated me, but it's not going to ruin the bright, glorious life that God has given me, and I pray that wherever you're living, you're enjoying a similar experience. Once again, I am Trailhand Bill. Look for those 2 videos that you may have already seen if you watch all of my videos. Shout out to everybody who always watch my videos. Shout out to everybody who interacts in the comments. Shout out to the silent watchers. And if you're new here, shout out to you too, man. Know your rights. Teach your children to know their rights. And don't ever be confused about who these notorious cowards present to be. Know who they are. They will turn a simple question into a reason to minimally lie to you. Maximally, have your family planning very early funerals. Y'all be good.
See, you're copsplaining though. You're just beating around the bush. You're not.
I'm really not. I'm
you
trying to
are.
give you the right.
I got you on video. Yes, you are.
That's perfectly
All
fine.
right. Is your policy for an officer when they're engaged with a citizen,
I'm not going to discuss our internal policy with you right now.
they ask the officer for their name and badge number? Is your
Mr.
policy?
Hussalter,
Are you supposed to give it to them? Or is it
internal policy with you right now?
His internal policy. Family, you know that shit on the internet, right? My God.